What's up, everybody? Today I have something awesome for you guys. I don't know if you know, but recently I released my program. It's called Insurance Advertising Masters. It's a program teaching agents how to use paid traffic, mostly Facebook ads, to control their advertising and generate their own leads. Well, a couple days ago, I recorded a new video and it's all about organic leads. Because when it comes to marketing, you want to have a couple different strategies. You want to have the paid advertising to get that volume in there, at least starting out. But over time, it's great to implement other types of marketing that can start bringing you leads without you having to constantly spend a certain amount of money in order to bring new leads in. And so that's why in my program, even though the bulk of it is on Facebook ads right now, I like to include some organic methods. And there's really two good organic methods. One is SEO, and that's kind of complicated, a lot of barriers to entry, and pretty hard to get into. But the other one is organic YouTube, and that's making videos, and it's putting them in front of the right people for what you want to do. It doesn't matter what type of insurance you sell. You can focus on life, final expense, term, mortgage protection, Medicare, health insurance, PNC, pretty much any kind will work for this strategy. Now, like I said, I made this video and I made it for my master's group, my private members only group. But during these tough times, I wanted to get a video out there that could start teaching you guys something so you could see what kind of value and what kind of videos and training we have going on inside that group. So I'm actually gonna release it to you guys on this video. I'm gonna let you watch it completely for free. You don't have to pay for anything. The only thing I ask in return is if you do get some value from this video, it would mean the world to me if you would just like this video and also subscribe to the channel. It helps me out quite a bit. All right, last thing I gotta say, because my arm's starting to get shaky because this freaking camera is heavy. This video is long, but I literally take you through exactly what you need to do step by step. So if you're wanting to actually learn how to start getting leads in for free and having it snowball and to the point where you can actually have this YouTube strategy be your main lead source, just watch through the entire video, learn it, understand it, and I promise you it's gonna be a ton of value for you guys. Okay, awesome, hope you enjoy it. Thanks. All right, welcome back everybody. In this video, we are going over another organic method, and this is an amazing platform. This video is called Organic YouTube for Insurance Agents. So in this video, we're gonna start off by going, why YouTube? We're gonna go into how to make your channel, your profile picture, your banner, everything you really need to get set up. Next thing we're gonna cover are what videos to actually make. So I'm sure you're wondering as an insurance agent, like what's YouTube for? What should I be making the videos about? None of this is YouTube ads. This is all just like posting to YouTube. This is pure social media at its finest, and this is the only platform where you actually get a return. So we're gonna cover like what videos you should be making. Next, we're gonna cover how to make the videos. So that's a pretty big barrier to entry for some people, especially those that have zero video making experience. But in 2020, it's really easy, and there's a lot of software out there, digital cameras, phones, everything. And so at the end of the day, the only thing holding you back is your mind, because I'm going to teach you exactly how to do everything. And then finally, the most important part is how to upload them for maximum optimization. So you could completely do this wrong and never get any visibility to your videos, but I'm gonna do everything I can to make that from not happening. So I'm gonna teach you exactly how to upload it, exactly what to call your title, exactly what to put in your description, the exact tags to use. We're gonna include something called a card, we're gonna include something called an end screen, and then we're gonna have a link on every video, which is the most important part and the only reason we're doing this. Why YouTube? YouTube is the single greatest free traffic machine out there. So I know we talk a lot about different social media platforms in this course, in this program, but all of those are through ads. I think I've talked about this before, but any time spent trying to make posts on Facebook, unless it's just a few for your Facebook page just to look natural and to build some trust with Facebook, it's a waste of time, because in 2020, every bit of organic post or organic method within Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, they're all saturated. There's no chance of you going viral. There's no chance anymore of people that don't currently subscribe to you seeing your content. Everything is built so that like
around 10% or less of your audience will see your posts or see whatever you put out there, pictures, memes, whatever it is. So Facebook, if you were to somehow through ads or through some other means build up your entire Facebook page to 100,000 likes, and then you just wanted that to be your main traffic source, and then you started posting on there. Well, in 2020, only less than 10% of people are going to see that. So that's 10,000 people. I mean, that's not awful, but the chances of you actually building your page up to 100,000 are pretty slim. So at the end of the day, a very, very small percentage of people see your content on the other platforms, and they all have to be subscribed to you unless it gets shared, and then from a shared post, about 4 people will see it. So even with shares, you're still not getting a ton of views. But YouTube steps in. And as I just said, YouTube is the single greatest free traffic machine out there. For whatever reason, YouTube's been around probably close to as long as Facebook, and it's been around longer than Instagram, but they just have so much more open real estate and so many people searching for so many different things. And I think it's because it's video. I think it's because it's entertainment, but people will watch the exact same video made by multiple people many different times. So if they were searching, what's the best camera for YouTube? That's just an example I saw because I just saw my camera. They're going to watch 10 videos that are all titled top 10 cameras for YouTube, top 5 cameras for YouTube. What's the best camera for YouTube? They're going to watch them, and they're all going to be the same. They may have different variations, but people continue to watch. It's a platform that just has the public's attention right now. So because of that, YouTube is able to push traffic that's never heard of you to your videos as long as your videos are relevant. And that's what I'm gonna help you to do. The next point is you need to be committed though. Don't even think or start about doing YouTube if you aren't going to put in the work to set everything up properly. And I mean this. Don't come to this video and be like, oh, well, YouTube's free. Making these videos is free. I'm just going to do that. And I'm just going to make a couple of videos. I'm going to upload it and I'm going to get endless leads. No, that's not how it works. And if you don't set things up properly, you're going to put a lot of time into learning or making videos and you're going to get 1 view. So be prepared, be committed. Anything that's free takes a bit of work. So just stick with me through this video and I'm going to show you everything exactly that you need to do to get it set up and working properly. All right, so the rest of this video is going to be a tutorial. So I'm going to go through and read this, and then we're going to just do it as we go through. So starting here, we're going to teach you how to set up your YouTube channel. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to YouTube and create a profile if you don't have one. So we go to YouTube. I already have a profile, but if you don't, it would say login over here, and then you just create one. It is owned by Google, so if you have a Google account, it's probably just going to automatically log you into that, or you can just log into a Google account that you currently have existing. But this part is important. You need to have the name of your Google account will be the name of your YouTube channel. So you need to choose your name wisely. You can change it later, but it is kind of a pain in the butt, so it's better off to just choose it properly up front. And I would say for everybody, I would actually suggest you name it your name. You can name it your business if you want, but I'm a big advocate of every type of advertising we put out there. I would like to actually push my name, but you can do your business if you want. I just feel like with YouTube, people are more looking to connect with other people, so that's why I like names better. We could even go kind of the route that I talked about with the Facebook page. You could do something like your name, Justin Thomas, and then a dash, insurance broker, or you could do a dash and then your business name, something like that. End of the day, just make sure you choose a name that you want and that you want to keep for a long time, because once it starts getting videos and clicks, that's what you're gonna start ranking for, and that's what people are gonna know you for. And if you change, they're not going to be able to find you anymore. So just figure out what you want your name to be up front, and I suggest that it be your name. All right, so Once you have your account, you come in here and you go to your channel. Now, mine's already created, but if you don't have one created, it would just have you fill out a bit of information. So go ahead and fill that out. It might actually allow you to choose your name, but I'm pretty sure that it's just what your Google account is. And then I think it has you fill in a description or something like that, and then you're good to go. And then step 4. So in order to set things up properly, you all need to have a profile picture, a cover photo, and we want an end screen. So if any of you want to do this yourself, Canva is a free a photo and design editing software online. And you can actually come in here. I think YouTube channel art is the same thing as channel art. That's what the cover photo is. So you can come into Canva. I chose this. This now sets the dimensions correctly. And then it gives you some templates if you want. And you can just completely make your own. Canva is pretty easy. Here's some more examples or templates, sorry. So you can like move this. I'll go ahead and let you guys mess with Canva if you want to do it. It's pretty easy, like I said. You can add elements, you can add photos, tons of elements, shapes, and it's as simple as like dragging on here, adjusting the size. You can delete. You can add text, heading, subheading. You just click, drag it on. Really easy. You can upload pictures. So there's a lot you can do. That's one way. I have an amazing wife that's a great designer, so that's how she does everything for me. If I didn't have her, I would go the Fiverr route, because you can get things made for like $5, and you can just put in an order and then go on with whatever you need to work on while they're being made. So we can come over here and we can do like YouTube banner. That's another word for this thing. So yeah, like $10. That one's $25. That's more than I would pay for it. This one's $5. So yeah, it looks like you can get probably a cheap but okay one for $5, or if you want to spend $10, you can get some better looking ones. And then what I would do is just like click on these. Definitely look at their reviews. These are like gamer ones. So if that's not your style, find somebody that's your style. Okay, these are more simple. But yeah, what you'd want to do is you'd want to go on YouTube and you'd want to find somebody that has one that you like, similar to, and then just like take a screenshot of it and then send that to them, and they'll take care of it. They're designers, they're cheap, they'll get it done. Every time I've used Fiverr for design, they do a pretty good job. So yes, so you need that. You need a profile picture. So if you don't have a logo, you can get a logo on Fiverr as well. Otherwise, just a picture of you works great. That's what I'm going to end up changing this to shortly. And then you need an end screen. So I'll show you how to make that on Canva. And let me show you what I'm talking about when I say end screen. See if this one has one. More, because if you liked it, but perfect. Okay, this is an end screen. All right, thanks. Bye. Okay, so the videos haven't popped up yet. This right here is inside of my actual video when I edited it. And then on YouTube, where I'm going to show you later, you can place in videos. So like in a second here, a video is going to pop up here, a video is going to pop up here, and a subscribe button is going to pop up right here. So see? And people can click on this to subscribe. They can click on this to go to a video. These aren't necessary. So if it's between you making this and you not doing YouTube, just do YouTube. But they make things look a lot more professional, and this really helps your channel if you're looking for growth, which truthfully, that's one of the big things you should be looking for if you're going to take the time to start doing YouTube. So I would definitely do this. Again, let's see if we can get this designed on Fiverr. I'm fairly confident that you can. But if you want to do it yourself, you would just go into Canva, and everything that I put on YouTube is 720p. Sometimes I'll do 1080, but actually I think I have been doing 1080 more recently. So we can do a create your design, custom design, 1080 by 1920. And I just know that, whoops. Okay, see, I don't know that. I did it wrong. It's actually 1920 by 1080. Oops. That's like standard high definition pixels. And if you didn't know that, just head over to Google and just be like, because hopefully all of you have heard like of 1080p, 720p, 4K. That's like what TVs and monitors, that's like the standard. They're the standard terms, but they have like actual dimensions. So you'd want to, yeah, 1080p dimensions. And there you go, 1920 by 1080, which is what I did here, which is this, which is this. So then you'd come on here and actually, let's see if they have an end screen. No, they don't. That's okay. But you'd basically I don't know how big these boxes are. And this is why I'm not a designer. And truthfully, I personally wouldn't spend time doing this, but I want to give you guys options so that you don't get stuck. So I mean, just a super simple one could be like, let's go here. I'll show you. We'll build one real quickly. We'll go shapes. And this is going to be super ugly because I'm not a designer. Okay, and then we want more shapes. And you don't have to have shapes on here. Like the videos could just go where you want it. And if that doesn't make sense, because see, these videos cover up my boxes anyway. So I could have just made my end screen like without these here. And then when I'm in YouTube, I could just put that. So I could have just had like subscribe and final expense leaders, please leave a like, and then all this other stuff's extra. So truthfully, I could just do something like this. Subscribe to my channel, and then we could do another headline underneath. Yeah, we'll do a sub headline. And then, hold on, let me make sure this is centered. Nice. Okay, and then, yeah, we can even do a little shape. Cool. All right, and then I can put the subscribe button here on YouTube and the videos over here. So like this is the simplest thing in the world, and that took me 2 minutes to make. So if you have something stopping you from using Fiverr or wanting something professional, literally just do this. But anyway, and I'm going to show you how to do this later, but you would save this and you would just call it like your end screen, and then you save it to your computer, and at the end of your video, when you're actually editing it in the software I'm going to show you, you put this at the last 20 seconds because then it comes up blank, and then in YouTube we control the end screen. We're going to get into that in a second. So perfect. All right, let's go back to our, all right, so the 3 things we need right now is we need an end screen, we need a cover photo, and we need a profile picture. So figure out what those are going to be and upload them if you have them, or get them ordered on Fiverr and then upload them when they're ready. And how do we upload them? Super easy. We just go over to our channel. And to upload the banner, you just come right here and then upload. And then the profile picture, you just click on it right here. And then you edit. All right, step 5, the about section and make a description. So we come over here, and it may have already had you do this when you set up your channel, but if it didn't, once you're in your channel, you come to the about section, and in here, we go customize channel. And now we can edit and create your description. Okay, and then you can put an email here so people can email you. Definitely put your business one. And you can create links. And where do those show up? Well, if people go to your channel, this is a link right here. So you can come down here and just put an edit right here. And then you can add as many as you want. Well, I think 5 will show up is what it's saying. Up to 5 will show up. Add your website, add your Facebook, Instagram, whatever you want on there. And then your channel is, wait, let's see what this is. This might need updating. Yes, it does. All right. Perfect. This is all updated and good to go. And then back to our steps. All right, perfect. At this point, your channel will be all updated and you should have these ready or ordered by now. Next, what videos to make? So the very first thing you need to do is download a Google Chrome extension called vidIQ and make an account, and then go to the Chrome extension store and get the extension. Okay. Let's exit all of this. And vidiq.com. Perfect. And then you're just going to want to come in here and sign up for free. And then once you do that, then you'll have an account. And then once you have an account, you just need the free version. If you want to get the paid version, you can. It adds a few things, but the free version works just as well. Next, we need to go to the Chrome extension store. So if you don't have Google Chrome, start using it and get it now. Chrome extensions. All right, perfect. And you want to make sure it's on extensions. Sometimes you can go to the Chrome web store and it's not on extensions. So make sure it's on extensions, and then you go vidIQ, and it's right here. And you just download this. And I think so. I already have it, so it says rate it, but it should say add to Chrome. And then you do that, and then it'll be this right here. It says IQ. And then once that happens, now you can come back over to YouTube, and you'll see a few things start popping up differently. This, for instance, this is vidIQ. But once you're on YouTube, if this doesn't pop up, or if it does, no, it probably won't. So what you'll need to do is once you're on YouTube, you need to come up here to this, and then you'll need to see I'm already logged in. There's probably going to be a login button somewhere. So you need to log in with the account you made over here. And once we have that, we're good to go on that step. And now we get into research method. Wow. Now we get into research methods. And this is probably one of the most important parts of this video, because the videos that you make are very, very important. So we're going to go through several different methods and ways to figure out what videos to make. So the first thing is just to search your topic. So now that we have this handy thing installed, we can search whatever we want. So let's say I'm a Medicare agent and I want to use YouTube to find new leads for Medicare. Okay, well, this is telling me, this is like right here. This is the best part about this thing. It'll tell you a score of the keyword you searched. So Medicare has medium competition and it has medium volume. So to give you an idea, well, let's just look at these. Average subscribers. So this is the average subscribers of the top videos. It's 400, about 500,000. If you don't have close to that, then this is probably not a keyword that you should go after. And then, does it have views as well? Yeah, it does. Okay, so also about 500,000. So if you don't think you can get 500,000 views, maybe don't go after just Medicare. But the cool thing is, it will come down here and it will give you some other options to try. So Medicare for All, Medicare Theory of a Dead Man, I'm not sure what that is, Medicare Explained, and Medicaid. I want to make sure. So this is coming from Google Trends. This might actually be from YouTube. But this right here is from vidIQ. So it's saying Medicare Part B is a 63, Medicare Advantage is a 61. So let's go look at those. Medicare Part B. All right. Very nice. So this has 38 volume, which like 38 out of 100 doesn't seem that good, but a lot of the keywords you'll search for have like 0. So if you find one that's 38 and very low, that's probably a pretty good keyword to make a video after. Basically what we're looking for is any keyword where we have as much volume as possible and as little competition as possible, because our goal here is to try and rank for these keywords, because people come into YouTube and they're searching this stuff all the time. And if they see your video and they watch it and they like it, and they don't even have to like it, but if you have a link to a landing page at the bottom, you're going to start getting a lot of free leads. That is the whole point of this video. If I haven't explained that up until now, or if you haven't gotten that, that is why this is amazing. That's why YouTube is amazing. So, yeah, from here you can so this is where I was talking about you can upgrade and they'll give you so many more keywords to go after if you want to. We have a few more research methods that we can get into. But you can just start searching on here, just different ideas. So like this one I see, understanding Medicare. So let's try that. Okay, that's not awful. It's got a bit more competition, but that's okay. Yeah, understanding Medicare supplement plans. Let's try that. Okay, see, this one you could probably rank for, which is cool, but it doesn't get any searches. It may get some. When it says 0, that doesn't actually mean 0. It may get some, but it gets very, very little. Let's try something not Medicare. Term insurance. All right, so, okay, and another thing that I want to say, so like this is saying 1 million views and subscribers is 500,000, which like I mentioned earlier, that could be daunting. But if we actually look up, so we're going after term insurance, which again, probably I wouldn't go for just term insurance. I would figure out a longer tail keyword or something that, here's another really cool thing. If you rank for searchable keywords. So what we think is a searchable keyword may not always be. If you put your head into the consumer's head, what are they searching on Google? What are they searching on YouTube? Most affordable term insurance policies. That is a buying keyword right there. So that's a bit of competition, because that's not getting a lot of volume, but it must have a lot of people that thought that was a good keyword. So that's going to be a bit harder to rank for. But that just gives you an idea of what to start thinking for. Because if somebody searches this and then they see a video that's exactly titled the most affordable term insurance, like maybe 10 most affordable term insurance policies for people with diabetes. Actually, let's just put that in here. And maybe people with diabetes can't get term insurance, so let's just get rid of term, most affordable insurance. All right, so that doesn't get much volume, but that's okay, because even if it gets like 1 view a month and your video is titled the exact thing they're looking for and it tells them exactly what they want, that's going to be a knockdown lead. So yeah, really trying to get into these like niche search terms. But this tool is great just to like really monitor the competition. And yeah, I mean, like if I were doing this, 4 leads and I wanted this to become my main thing or just like a side thing to start getting free leads, I would probably like take a day and spend like an hour or two going through and really diving down the rabbit hole with like what to search and just different ideas and just finding different keywords. But yeah, we can go back to, I think that this one right here, term versus whole life. I was looking at that earlier and nice. Okay, so it's not very low, but it's low, and the volume is good. That's pretty good. We got a lot of Dave Ramsey on here, but don't let that scare you because a lot of the people on YouTube don't know what I'm teaching you right now, and they don't know how to optimize. But basically, what you're looking for is just a keyword. So that's the first way we do research. Actually, this is a good time to tell you exactly what we're looking for when we're doing research. So this is a big thing we're looking for. But there's 2 other things that are very, very helpful when it comes to ranking on YouTube. First is your title. So, and we're going to go over this when we actually create it, but if your title matches the keyword exactly, you're going to rank better. And the next thing is your click-through rate. And your click-through rate means out of people that see your video. So as I'm scrolling right here, every time a new video pops up down here, it's an impression for that video. And if I don't click, it affects their click-through rate. It's basically who's clicking based on seeing. And the only reason somebody would click on anything is if they have a good thumbnail. So thumbnails are one of the most important things when it comes to YouTube. Like honestly, probably close to the single most important with getting people to click and getting people to watch. The next most important is probably the actual content of the video. Those 2 might go hand in hand. But really when it comes to the algorithm, your click-through rate and your watch time retention are the 2 most important things. And watch time retention is just like out of how many people watch your video, how far do they watch, and what percentage stay. So if 100 people click to watch your video and 50 of them exit after 2 seconds, but the other 50 stay for 10 minutes, your average watch time is 5 minutes because there's an average. And the higher you can get that average, that's when you're going to get a viral video. Because when YouTube notices that you're getting a high watch time retention, your videos will take off. No matter what. As long as the keyword has some volume, they will take off. And like these have massive amounts of views. 289, 329. Like I know that this is Dave Ramsey and he's been working for a long, long time to like make a name for himself. But also people are searching this stuff. So if you can find one and it has really good watch, and the thing that affects watch time retention too is your ability to entertain people. So be energetic, smile. Smile is one of the biggest things. Most people get in front of video and they freeze up and they're like, I don't know what to do. Or they're like, they read a script. And that, while you may get some leads that way, if you really want to make YouTube work, you just have to be like a lively person. You have to have a personality, and you just, the main thing is just smile, connect with people. Like that goes a really, really long way. But back to what I was saying, I'll summarize. What we're looking for is a keyword, and we're looking at the videos in this to see, like, are these thumbnails good? Are they bad? And in my opinion, like, these are all relatively good. This one's not very good. That one's awful. But you can do better. Like, these are all relatively simple. This one's popping because of the yellow. But, yeah. Anyway, so then once you find a good keyword, that's one way of research. The next way of research is the Google keyword search tool, and you may need to have a Google Ads account for that. So, I mean, how I honestly, if you guys aren't doing this yet, I find everything by just going to Google. No, that's not it. I didn't even click on that. Yeah. So if you have one, you can use this. It's pretty useful. And then you'd want to go to, I think, discover new keywords. So we can just go back to this. Just put Medicare in there. We don't want brand names. And then just do get results. Just gave me one idea. Okay. Normally it gives you like a lot more. Let's try something else. Wow. Okay, this isn't working at all. No. Google and search partners, last 12 months. Well, let's add multiple things and see if it'll do it. Medicare. Medicare. Supplement. All right, let's try this. There. No. There, it gave us an idea. Best rated Medigap plans. So then let's go back to this. All right, it gets low search, but it's also very low competition. And this is a buying keyword for sure. Best rated Medigap plans. So you could do like so one of the best types of videos that perform on YouTube are like 5 best or 10 best. So you could make a video that's like that, 5 best rated Medigap plans 2020. That could be the title of your video. And it would end up like nobody else has that exact title. There's so many different ways you can make these keywords. And I mean, like, honestly, this girl right here is ranked for a ton of stuff. So she might be a perfect person to go and check out her videos.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Apt.
Especially if you're interested in doing this for Medicare. She's got 1.3, 1.7, 1,000, 18,000 views. Let's see if she's got a
Medicare supplement.
A link. She's got a link and a phone number and an email. She's probably getting tons of leads from this. So she'd be a good person to look into. Free quotes. She's got a nice little quote form. Yeah, this is a landing page right here. And the awesome thing about YouTube, your landing pages don't have to be amazing. With Facebook ads, they do. Because you're spending money, you're sending traffic to it. People are like, who is this? They're clicking on an ad. you need to have people like you have to have their attention caught really quick. You have to have it super seamless. Like honestly, this wouldn't perform with Facebook ads at all. But for YouTube, it kills it because she's getting thousands and thousands and thousands of views on these videos, and all these people right here can just see her website right in the link, and they click, and then it takes them here. And because this is what they were searching for, yeah, she's probably doing really, really well. Okay, so that's the keyword planner. It really didn't work as well as I thought. There's been times where it gives you like a ton of different ideas. Maybe I just didn't put in enough keywords, but you also have to have a Google Ads account to do it. So if you don't have one, don't worry about it. You'll be able to get enough keyword ideas from your own thoughts. And then, whoops.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back.
All right, the next stage is look at suggested keywords. So we already went through that. Whenever you type in a keyword, vidIQ is going to give you suggested keywords on the side. And then the last thing is YouTube autofill. So this one's pretty good. We can just start, honestly, right here. Best rated Medigap plans. So when I type that in, YouTube gives you ideas. So 2020, Medicare Supplement Plan G, Medicare Plans Explained, Medicare Supplement versus Medicare Advantage. Like, write all of these down and then go click on them and see what they look like. So even though these have a 0 in volume, they're still getting views. The main thing you really want to check out is low competition, especially if you're just starting out. But these are all perfect keywords to make videos on. And you can come in here and it probably gives you even more. Medicare Advantage sales presentation, Medicare Part D. Let's see if we do. Okay, so 60. Okay, so now when we do Medicare Part D, 2020 prescription drug plan basics, explained, donut hole, penalty. Like, you can make YouTube videos on all of this. And it doesn't have to be Medicare. That was just the example I've decided to go with. But this can be like final expense. A lot of people. Do that. Okay, perfect. Right there, final expense insurance. And the only people you have to compete with are the ones talking about selling final expense insurance, or me. But, like, none of us YouTubers, like David or me, David's all over the place here, or Thad, like, none of us are making consumer-facing videos. We're all making B2B. Cody, like, we're all trying to attract the agents, you guys. But nobody's making consumer-facing videos, and people are still searching this. What is final expense insurance? Very low competition. I mean, truthfully, I don't think that consumers would use the word final expense all that much. They might use like affordable burial insurance or like cheap insurance. Well, let's see if we can find one. Insurance, funeral insurance, burial insurance. So that's doing car. All right, cheap insurance gets some views here. Wow, these are all auto. Why should I buy life insurance? We got to think about like what is the person that's going to buy going to type in. And obviously, this isn't it. Whole life insurance. Can't believe people are actually typing that in, but ooh. Did you see that? As an investment. So for any of you that like to sell IULs or whole life as an investment, this might be a good keyword to go after. Okay. Anyway, I could sit here for days doing this, and you guys should sit here for days doing this because you can. There's so much opportunity on YouTube. It's ridiculous. But I've spent a lot of time doing this, so we're gonna move on. So basically, you're looking for keywords that have high search and low competition. At the end of the day, this really is an art. That's why some people are good at YouTube and some people aren't. But the more time you put into it, the better you're going to get at it. And once you find these, YouTube becomes really easy. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to get into how to make the videos. So very first thing is we need a thumbnail. And this is where I start every single video. I come up with I do my research. I figure out what my keyword is going to be. Then I make my thumbnail. And a really, really cool thing you can do, I think I have it on the next page, is, yes. So your title, it needs to always be the keyword you found. But you can use your thumbnail to basically create a second title or something that's going to create intrigue. Because like I said, your click-through rate is really, really important. So what your thumbnail looks like, it depends on what you're making it for. If it's for seniors, make it professional. But honestly, like bright helps people click. So bright colors, but don't make it look wacky if it's like for seniors. But you can use your title for click-through rate or like clickability, or as some people might even call it, clickbait. The title in your thumbnail. So we can just use mine as an example. This very first one. So the keyword I was trying to rank for was final expense leads, but my thumbnail says spent 150, made 31,000 using Facebook ads. So I'm able to get a message across what the video is about inside of my thumbnail to get people to click, even though my video is ranking for final expense leads. So let's use that in an insurance capacity. The example I wrote over here on this next page, which we'll get to, the keyword was Medicare Part B, and what you could put in your thumbnail is something like why your deductible will bankrupt you. Something that's going to be like get people to click. They'll be like, what? What's he talking about? Use those in your thumbnails. Like use extra things that you don't want to put in your title to mess things up. Use them in your thumbnail. Okay, but thumbnails are super easy. Go on Fiverr, go on Canva. Canva's definitely got templates. We'll go there quick one more time. YouTube thumbnail. Truthfully, I would suggest Fiverr because all of these are crap. That one's okay. But Fiverr will make way better thumbnails. There's some that just look like they're like these. I don't know. So many people use them, and I just don't think that they look very good. The ones on Fiverr you can pay, they're not expensive, and they make a big difference. Yeah, like, I mean, that's so much better. Just the little details of like the white line around, or for her, the red line around. Yeah. And then like if you want to have a picture of you, it's really easy to do. I'm going to show you guys how to do this as well. You just go somewhere. If you have a green screen, that's great. Otherwise, if you have just a solid colored wall, stand in front of that and take like 10 different pictures of you doing something. It's like standing like this, sure. Or making this face, whatever you want to do. And then you can either have somebody on Fiverr remove the background, or you can use this tool called Clipping Magic. And it, exactly, just like that, it just instantly removes the background. I think it costs money. It's really cheap, I'm pretty sure. $4 a month. So pay for 1 month, get 10 of these, and then when Fiverr makes your thumbnails, so 3 thumbnails in 24 hours for 10. So $3, $3.33 a thumbnail. That's honestly not bad. But then also you can have these images so they can make these professional looking ones that have you in them. But if you don't want you in them, then you can just do like your logo or something like that. But I mean, go into YouTube and I mean, you can look at mine if you want to, or like use your keyword and look at what some of the top ones are. Or go to like some of the top YouTubers and look at theirs. Thumbnails are very important. Okay. Back to this. All right. Now, how we actually make the video. So get your thumbnail ready to go. So like have it being made before you even start making the video, so that by the time your video is ready, recorded, edited, uploaded, you can just upload it to YouTube. You don't have to then wait a couple days for somebody or a day on Fiverr to make it. So the editing software I'm going to recommend is called Camtasia. I'll put a link for it in the description, or you can just Google it, Camtasia. It's $100 one time. If you have any other options, go for it. It's the easiest I've found. I personally use Premiere Pro, but that's $50 a month. That's a lot more. Camtasia is very easy to use. That's what I use for like screen recording all these videos, and then I export them over into Premiere, and that's where I edit them, but you can edit them in Camtasia. It's got a very simple editor. It's not convoluted and confusing like Premiere is, and Premiere's not confusing, but there's a lot, so it takes a lot more time to learn it. So if you don't know how to use it, I wouldn't suggest starting with it. I would suggest starting with Camtasia. And like I said, you can use any other video editing software you're comfortable with. With Camtasia, you can screen record, you can use your webcam camera, or you can use like a regular camera or your phone or whatever, and you can edit all video. They have all their tutorials on YouTube, and it takes around 2 hours at most to watch through the tutorials. They're super simple. Like I could go through and show you, but it's not gonna be as good as theirs, and it's just gonna make this video longer. So this is the easiest way to do it.
Ha! I'm muted. Thanks. Good thing.
So just come here, go to their playlist. Camtasia tutorials for Windows and Mac.
Welcome to the Camtasia
Like these are all 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3, 3, 3, 2, 4, 5. There's like 25 in total. It really doesn't take that long, and it starts getting into more advanced stuff that you don't even need. Honestly, all you need to do is know how to cut, and that's like the main thing I use. If you want to do all the extra stuff, you can. It teaches you, but yeah. And then the only other option is to like use your phone or camera and try and record it in one take, which can work. I mean, personally, I feel like editing is quicker and more efficient, but that's up to you. Or you can do some research for a phone editing video app. I know they exist. There's some out there. I've never personally used them, but I'm sure that there's some great ones out there. And then the last thing that's very important is when you're editing your video, you need to leave about 20 seconds at the back end for your end screen. So don't know if I can pull up Camtasia right now because I'm using it, but, well, let me just try. Okay, cool. So this is what it looks like. So you can import video. Here we'll go. All right, so you just like, it's really easy to use. You drag it on the timeline. If you want to cut, the playhead's right here. Make sure the clip's selected, and you can split it, and then like go a little longer. Okay, cool. Select it. And you can delete. Drag this back over here. Those are seriously the main functions and like the almost the only thing I use. There's so much more you can do, but very simple. All right, but what I was saying is at the end. So this video is 3 minutes and 55 seconds long. So we want to go out to about 4:15. We need about 20 seconds. And then we need that end screen. So yeah, we want to keep these pixels, don't change the size, don't need transparent. Good, good, good. Download. Okay. Let's figure out where. There we go. So now we can open this. And then you just drag this to the timeline. And then drag it out to there. Okay, so the video ends. And then, perfect, goes to end screen. And that's where, like, inside of YouTube, you put the video and the subscribe button and the other video. And I'm going to show you how to do that next. Okay, and then with Camtasia, you can just share as a local file. And you can choose how you want to export it. I just want to do MP4 only. All right. We'll let that chill. Next thing is uploading your videos. So this is the other most important part of this video. Step one, go to YouTube Studio. So we can exit that, we can exit that, we can exit that. All right, so you're gonna come here and then you're gonna go to YouTube Studio. And let's just say for the sake of this, I chose Medicare Part B as my title. So you're going to go to videos, and we're going to go to, dashboard, and we're going to go to upload. I need to wait for this. All right. So you come over here to upload, and we're going to select file. And there it is. All right. Perfect. So we need to go back to our instructions. All right. So we went to YouTube. We uploaded the video and chose the video. And next, we're going to choose our thumbnail. So this is where you would upload your thumbnail that you got made from Fiverr or you made on Canva. And now you're going to write your title. This part's very important. You need to make it the keyword that you decided to make your whole video around. And then you can add a bit more to help the click-through rate after the keyword. And you do it in this fashion. So this is the cutoff. So the title would be Medicare Part B, why your deductible will bankrupt you. You want to add something that's going to actually get somebody to click more than just what they typed in. But you want the very first thing to be your main keyword. I actually talked earlier about putting this part in your thumbnail because people will see it more, and then you really don't need to rank for why your deductible will bankrupt you. People aren't going to search that. So that's actually how I would do it. So I'm just going to title this Medicare Part B. Okay. And then this part is very important. We need to find tags. Maybe that's in video elements. All right. Okay, so title. And next we need to write your description, and you want to use your keywords from your research many times naturally in the description. Perfect. So our keyword is Medicare Part B. So, and actually, more importantly, is link, link, link. The very first thing you want is a link to your landing page. So you need to have a landing page built, and you need to have it viewable in your description so people can watch the video and they see the link below it and they can click to it. You also want to maybe have something enticing next to it. So if you have something free for them to download, like an ebook you wrote or a PDF or something, that would be great. Otherwise, you could just say, see what your rates would be, or see what you qualify for, and then put your landing page URL. Okay, and then down here you write your description and just talk about like what happens in the video and use this a ton. And when I say a ton, I don't mean like 100 times. I mean like 10 tops. But you can use also like versions of it. But on your first 5 to 10 videos, you really only want to try and rank for one keyword. When you get going later on and you have like a lot more viewers, you can try and rank for multiple different keywords, like Medicare Part B, Medicare, or just Medicare Part. And all those stuff can go into the tags. But the title and the description is really important. And then just go on from there to like continue to write a description. It doesn't have to be 5,000 characters. It can be 245. It can be longer. It can be somewhere in the middle of that. But you just want to do a good job of explaining like what your video is about, and then use your keyword in there. Okay. Like I said, link, link, link. That's super important. Otherwise, why are we doing this? If we don't drive traffic outside, you're just making videos for fun. So this needs to be a traffic source for leads for you. You can put your phone number in here too. So like after that, see what your rates would be. And then put this. You could do like contact us with any questions. Okay. All right, the next thing you need to do is add a card. So this is taken care of. We already did thumbnail. Later on, once you get more videos, you can create playlists. So, I mean, if you're an insurance agent that sells more than one type of insurance, you can make videos on term, you can make videos on whole life, you can make videos on Medicare, and you can make playlists around those. No, it's not made for kids. Oh, yes, we want tags. Okay, so for your first 10 videos, only do your title as tags. That's it. That way you're telling YouTube what you want to rank for. And then later on, after like 10 videos, then you can start like putting a lot more in here. And I would fill these up to like 500 characters once you're past your first 5 to 10 videos. English. Yes, we do need to do subtitles, but we'll do that later. Recording, date, and location. Don't worry about that. Standard's fine. Allow embedding is fine. That's fine. I would make your category. Your channel will have a category, so it'll just autofill that. Hopefully you chose insurance, otherwise you can change it here to something closer to insurance. This is just good to hold potentially inappropriate comments for review. Yep, keep that on. All right, video elements. Perfect. Okay, so it's still uploading. And then from here, you would just go publish. And then you would go publish. Mine is still uploading, and I'm also not going to publish this video to my page. So I'm going to put it as unlisted, but you would go public. And then you can still publish it now and add the card and end screen afterward. So I'm going to come back when this is uploaded. Okay, so you've got your video. It should say public. Mine says unlisted because I'm not going to publish this to my page. And then you go in here to edit, and we need to add a card. So you can come down here and click on cards. A card is just a little thing that pops up, and it can take the viewer to a new video. It could suggest a video. It can suggest another channel. You can do a poll. And once you get to a certain amount of subscribers and viewers, you can link to an outside website. So that's great for leads once you get there. But regardless of, even if you don't have this, it's always great to have a card in every single video because it just helps the algorithm, it helps engagement, and videos that have cards are pushed better by YouTube. So I always like to just include one, and you don't want to do it too early because of that watch time retention. You want to have it later in the video so people aren't clicking away from your video and stopping watching. But you just go create, and then you choose one of your other videos. So if this is your very first one, you may not be able to add a card right now, but you can add it after your second video is made. And then you just choose a video and then click create card. And there it is. And this is what it looks like. Perfect. All changes are saved. So then we can exit this, and we'll go back here. And the next thing is to create an end screen with one subscribe button and 2 video options. So end screen is right here. And we can choose exactly where to put it. Perfect. And you can choose any template. I just kind of like to do, well, you can choose a template, you can click here, or I can just show you how to make your own. So again, you'll need videos available before you can do this. So if this is your first one, you can probably just do a subscribe button. And then you can actually choose a specific video. All right, perfect. So this is why it's good to do 20 seconds, because this little thing will pop up a little early on mine, but that's okay, because I must not have done exactly 20 seconds. But then that's what it looks like. And then you just save. And now you have an end screen. And last thing we need to do is set up closed captions. And the reason we do this is because it creates a closed caption file that is forced, and it causes it to generate every time your video loads. And when it does this, YouTube uses the words you say in the video to actually help you rank for the right search terms also. So we're going to go back over here. We're going to go to video settings, which is what this is. And then we're going to come down here to subtitles. And then you're going to click language. You're going to click add a language, sorry. And then we're going to find English that we want to do. And then we're going to click add. And I don't think that this video that I uploaded has any sound. So you're not going to find anything, but you're going to go to create new subtitles. And then if it had sound, it would auto-generate them. And then you just want to go in and edit them because they're not perfect. You don't have to edit the entire thing, but just go through and like capitalize some letters, put some punctuation in there to make it read a little bit better. And then, I don't know. I'm just doing this. Don't do this for yours. Actually, I don't even know if it's gonna let me do this. No. Okay. So, but yours will have them in here because YouTube will pick them up. So you just need to come in here and edit them. And then you're going to go to Save Changes. And then return to YouTube Studio. And we'll go back to videos. You can exit the old tab. But what we're looking for is for the video to have 2 languages, because it's always going to have the auto one, but in order to force the captions, it needs to have one that you created. And then perfect, so click create, edit the auto-generated captions, click save like I said, and then the last thing we need to do is create this tag, and this is what actually forces it. So go into the video. Oh, that scared me, I thought this was live. You can click on details, and then we need to come down to tags. And then we're just going to type in this tag over here, YT:CC equals on. And then press tab. And that right there is what does this. It forces the captions, and then all of what I just said earlier happens, and you get better ranking and better indexing because of that. And there you go. You have your perfectly uploaded video, and you just want to save changes. And that is how you upload videos and have them be perfectly optimized. All right, everybody. Now you've seen the power that YouTube can do, and this could honestly be your sole traffic source if you want it to. But if you really want YouTube to push you to the level that you're looking for if you want to go all in on YouTube, to really get the full benefits out of the algorithm, you need to commit, and you need to make 2 videos a week minimum. But it's okay if you don't want to do that. You can still just make videos here and there, and using the methods that I just taught you, you'll still be able to rank some of them and still get some free leads out of it if you want to have Facebook ads be your main method. But yeah, I just wanted to get this out there for you guys so that you guys could have some more organic methods in your marketing approach, and go ahead and try this out and let me know the results you get.